Good morning, everybody. We are here. Not a very nice day outside today. It is 66 degrees and cloudy right now. A little wet outside. But nonetheless, we are here as usual. Who do we have first in the chat today? Nick F, baby. First in the chat with 103K. Thank you. Nick F, we're going 2, man. I say we're going 2. We're going to hit 2 by the end of the month. Lofty expectations, I know. Rise again, what's going on? Keith Camp, John J. We got Let it crack. I almost said Crackhead Sports again. Crack Sports. We got Frank Richard. How you doing, Richard? We got Mo G. Mo G took a little bro out of his name. No more Mo bro. It's Mo Kisuki. What's going on, Kisuki? Pika Power. What's going on, Pika Power? Dark bro. We got Cracked. Mo G cracked. Mo G Pika Power. We got Pika Power. D's. How you doing? Kalani. Dark bro. Pika Power. Dave Pika and Erasmo Martinez. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Let's go take a look at the market and see what's happening, because we had a pretty nice open, but we are I guess tending to go lower throughout the afternoon here. So let's see what's going on. The NASDAQ, we've got the NASDAQ still up almost 1% on the day, but my goodness, gapped up this morning, ran, and it does seem to be having some trouble this afternoon. I really don't know why. We're running higher this morning. We've got inflation numbers coming out tomorrow. And I do want to look at inflation expectations here pretty soon. But I don't know, man. With inflation numbers coming out, you would expect investors to be slightly more conservative than they are. And maybe we'll sell off into the afternoon here with that the conservation, the conservativeness coming out. But we'll see. GameStop sitting at 28.37. Bjort Therapeutics down 0.59%. AMC was up well over 10% earlier, currently up 3.30%. Ethereum down, Shiba down, Bitcoin still up but trending down right now. Bitcoin actually doing pretty healthy at $22,000 right now. Sundial up 0.5%. Mullen Auto 56 cents, man. CEI is up 0.71%. The SPY is up 0.88%. The BBIG up 21% today. BBIG doing very nice. Highcraft Mining sitting at 77%. Netflix $235.19. Clovis $1.32, up 15% today. Doing very well for Clovis. Boxed sitting at $1.08. Revlon $6.79. Really been hanging out around that $6.79 line. Terra Luna Classic 33,000 points per coin. Guys, if you're looking at Terra Luna Classic from where it was to where it is, yeah, 33,000 looks low. It's about 50% decline. But remember when we ran up to 33,000 and everybody was extremely excited? So it depends on what you're looking at right now. We do have a decline. We'll be watching Terra Luna Classic throughout the afternoon. But nonetheless, let's go see what the inflation expectations are first. We've got the QQQ sitting at 309.62 at the moment. And doing the exact same thing that the NASDAQ is doing. So bouncing back down a little bit. Ape sitting up. Ape was up more than 10% as well. And now Ape currently sitting up 5.36%. What do we got? Did I miss anything? I didn't miss anything because we got Chris in the chat. Chris says, thanks, YouTube, for the free super limited words. So 14-month member chat. Chris, you're killing it, dude. Thank you very much for the limited word super chat. Thank you very much. Chris is the man. 14 months, baby. That's what I love to see. Dark Bro wants everybody to know I will be the voice of reason on this matter around LUNC. If you're afraid to put money into LUNC, just consider your financial position. If it's money you need, don't put it in. If it's money that you can afford to invest, then spreading it out would be a wise decision. Luna Classic will soar. It will take a little time, but I do believe we will get there. Dark Bro, I love it, man. Let's see. I do want to see inflation expectations. So, Luna Classic on the board right now. We'll watch that. But then we got to come over here to good old Google. Refresh this. Good old Google, refresh this. All right, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, we will have inflation numbers coming out tomorrow morning for the United States. At 8:30 a.m., what do we got here? All right, so inflation expectations are for a continued decline in inflation. The previous reading was 8.5%. Current consensus is 8.1%. If there's anything, there's a slight rise, ex food and energy, just to let you know. But if there's anything I've learned about these analysts, is they're worse than weathermen, okay? I've watched the weather, And the weatherman, he might not get it right when it's going to rain, if it's going to snow, when, that groundhog can predict a early spring or whatever. He's more accurate than these analysts. There's no doubt in my mind that they could be expecting an 8.1% inflation rate tomorrow, and this thing could come in at like 15%. I don't know where they get their numbers, but they clearly aren't working with either a full toolbox or all of the numbers that are necessary. So nonetheless, 8.1% are expectations right now. We're going to see how that plays out here in a minute. But what do we got? Let's go back to the market and see what we got with Terra Luna Classic. Chris, man. Boom, boom, shh. Boom, boom, shh. Boom, boom, shh. Boom, boom. Shh. Chris, thank you very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that, dude. And I will say this, too, about Terra Luna Classic. Oh, my gosh. The amount of negativity and bears that came out over the weekend, to me, is insane, man. I posted a few videos on TikTok. I posted a few videos on YouTube. And it's funny to me. When things are going great and the price is rising, it's almost like the bears have no confidence whatsoever. They're afraid to post anything negative because they know that we are here, we are strong, and we are united. But as soon as there's a little bit of a pullback, like we're seeing, oh my God, dude, they're like Superman landing on Earth for the first time. They get all this new power, and then they just try to rip you. It's ridiculous, man. Let's see here. It could be why Shib is trash. Yeah, dude, it could be why, and that's what I would imagine with these inflation expectations, man. Let's see here. Mr. Even Pika. Pika inviting people to the Discord? I like it if Pika's inviting people to the Discord. What do we got here? Invite people. I don't know if that's Pika's link or not. Actually, can I see how many people? Jeez, man. I don't remember where to go to see how many people have been invited. Pika's inviting people. I love it, Pika. Pika, queen of the Discord. Dan! Thank you for the super chat. Dan says, LUNC to the moon. First, though, the Earth, and then to the moon. Exactly, Dan, man. We got to clean up all that mess that was left. And we got to get that earthly foundation nice and solid. And then, 3, 2, 1, lift off. Then we go to the moon, dude. We got a lot of work ahead of us. But yes, if we are able to accomplish it, we could see some massive growth. What's happening with LUNC? Little pullback, man. Little pullback. Why is Ethereum tank? D's, I honestly think that everything's coming down ahead of inflation numbers tomorrow. We had a nice rally in the crypto space over the weekend. Crypto was actually doing very well with Bitcoin bouncing up to 22,000. If you look at the hourly chart, we're actually right out of that first level of resistance that we've got in that channel. You can see it a little bit better on the daily chart here. Bouncing off this support line almost perfectly. Bouncing right off there, and now we're sitting in this first resistance level, and it may prove to be too much. So it was kind of slow action over the weekend trying to get through. Got through today, but it might not be able to consistently go up to the 24. So channeling between these levels of support and resistance. Ethereum kind of doing the same thing and pulling back a little bit today. I think it's investors kind of getting a little bit nervous ahead of the inflation numbers, man, because that's what's driving the economy, and that's what's driving the markets right now. All of this talk about inflation, all of this talk about interest rates, and of course we know interest rates are directly related to the inflation rate. So continued bad inflation, we're going to have continued rising interest rates as well. So that's what I see is really driving markets right now and what could be causing a pullback in Shiba Inu coin, Ethereum, Bitcoin today. And as the day goes on, man, I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we do see some further declines ahead of these inflation numbers. But nonetheless, man, dip buying opportunity if you guys believe in the future. Keith, do I think the QQQ will continue to drop? Let me put it this way, man. I want the QQQ to continue to drop because I believe that makes sense to me. I don't know if it will or not, but anytime you have a massive release like we're about to see, and even if expectations are positive, Like, an 8.1% interest rate is not as bad as 8.5. So I do want it to drop because it's a justifiable move. To me, people buying in ahead of a very important economic release like that, especially when inflation has so much control over the market right now, doesn't make sense that people are piling on to increase the risk. Typically, people leave to reduce the risk. The news event happens, the economic release is out, whatever, and then they pile back in afterwards. So to me, it makes sense that it would go down, at least until tomorrow morning when the rate comes out. It could be a great rate tomorrow morning, and then they pile back in. It could be a bad rate tomorrow morning, and they continue to leave or whatever. But that to me makes sense. Now, we know people don't do things that make sense, and that's the unfortunate part. Still in profit. We'll double on LUNC bag when it hits 1,800. Chris, man. Yeah, a lot of people still got to be in profit, man. I mean, unless you bought in the last, week, you still got to be in some decent profit there. It's a good time to buy or wait for the price to drop some more. Charles, this is the question. This is the $1 million question, man. Unfortunately, there's never a right answer. So when you're saying the right time to buy, if you believe that the burns, that this blockchain can be rebuilt and people are going to stay around until it does get rebuilt, then yes, it's the right time to buy. If your question is this the perfect time to buy? That becomes much more difficult, if not impossible, to answer. So if you're looking at an hourly chart here, you can see we have hit several massive levels of resistance and broke through them on the way. Now those resistance levels will be used as levels of support. So, do I think that this level right in here is necessarily the time to buy? No. If I'm a complete technical trader, and this head and shoulders looks almost perfect right here. I mean, look at this. A shoulder, a head, and a very large shoulder over here. So, yeah, we could be looking pretty solid here in a minute. But if I'm a technical trader, I'm looking at this area we're in right now based on the levels of support and resistance that we put on the way up. I'm looking at this as no man's land, okay? I'm going to wait. This is if I'm a technical trader and I'm buying more and adding more. I'm going to wait until we get into this area right here. 28,000, maybe 3,000 points per coin. We derive that level of support from the upper end right here. The channel it was trading between was 3,000 and, roughly 3,000 on this wick, but 28,000 points per coin and 26,000 points per coin. That would be kind of my first entry level if I'm technically trading it off of a bounce. Now, if I want to play it a little bit more conservatively, I don't think this right here, 22,000, is a very strong level of resistance. Support now, but was resistance. This level right here would kind of be like we need to maintain this line for the uptrend to be intact. If we were able to fall through, if the bears were able to push it through 22,000 points per coin, you're talking, once again, 16,000, 12,000, 8,000, 10,000, and so on. So this red line right here, very important to hold up on Terra Luna Classic. But if you're asking me, no, man, I got to say, I want to play it off of a bounce, and I want to play it off of a bounce of support. And I don't find that on my graph until 28,000 and 26,000. If you guys have different numbers, by all means, maybe reference my numbers, say why your number's slightly different. But if you're talking yours are at 27,000, mine's at 28,000, that's really not that different. So keep that in mind. Don't get too antsy as it's falling. It will hit a bottom and bounce. And sometimes it's better to pay an extra 100 points or an extra 1,000 points to buy it after the bounce than it is to get in and watch it drop another 6,000 points before it finds a bottom. So great question, man. Unfortunately, that's kind of like a workaround answer because there is no perfect answer. 2K, hope you had a good weekend. Nicholas, no, Nicholas, we're talking 200K, my man. What Moji said, if someone has 1,000, let's put in either half or quarter so you lower your average. Yeah, Dark Bro, no problem at all with dollar cost averaging in and spreading out that investment to go in over time instead of jumping all in at once. It is a slightly more conservative approach to entering a position. But nonetheless, that kind of tells you, okay, well, I believe there might be more downside. So I'm going to dollar cost average in. If we're at the bottom, great. I can dollar cost average up, and I can hit the bottom here with a quarter of it, $200, $250, and so on. But that would be a more conservative approach, yes. Desria. Gosh, man, difficult names. Desria, I also hope Binance gets involved. I'm glad I picked up Solana when I did. Peak of Power, making some moolah on Solana. What is Solana doing today? Sol USD got it right here. 5% gain. Solana sitting at $37 per coin. Very nice. Solana having a very nice day on this hourly chart here, breaking out from $34 all the way up to $38. Nice. If you guys are in Solana, I am not in Solana, but hey, we are at some major. We can move these down a little bit. We're not going to be back at $100 for a while. We are at some major levels of support on Solana. Okay, you guys want to check that out right there. You can see that, what is this? Over a year ago now, bounced off, and moved higher. Coming down here early this year, June, bounced off, and starting to move higher again. So major levels of support for Solana. If you guys are thinking about getting into it, you know, there's not much of it there. A 20% difference in jumping in now. After a potential confirmation bounce off of the support level, you're paying a 20% premium to get in. Goes to $100 per coin. You still made, oh my gosh, what, 100, basically just under, maybe 180%, whereas somebody who jumped in here made 200% on their money. So definitely something to think about if you guys like Solana. And Terra Luna Classic continuing this downtrend right now, sitting at 31,900 points per coin, looking to retest this low at 31,002 here in a second. And this is the level of support we just talked about right here. So very close to seeing that hit. The overall market does look like it might be bouncing back, try to break through, hit 308.31, and it is looking to retest this level of now resistance. So we're going to see if we get another, but we had a nice green candle that brought us up like 30 cents here on the QQQ. So we're going to see what happens going into the afternoon, and it does seem like we are stringing together 5 strong minutes on the overall market. Going to see what happens there. Keep our eye on the stock market today. But Terra Luna Classic, the name of the game today. Hoping AMC takes more of a dip when I'm ready to enter more contract. Nice, Frank. And I hope you make a killing on them, dude. Does any exchange do on and off chain burns? So Blackadder. At this point, I have not seen anybody directly say that they will be supporting 100% of the burns. It did seem like KuCoin was one of the first to announce the 1.2% burn tax, and MEXC Global as well. So MEXC Global right now is supporting the 1.2% burns, but they're doing it prior to the burn tax actually being implemented. What they said was that it was going to be a temporary, I guess, period, up until September 17th. And if the people that use their platform say, let's continue, they will continue that burn. KuCoin, I'm not exactly sure what their numbers are right now or what their fine print says, but they did announce earlier that they will be supporting the burn tax as well. Deez! My hero. Deez, you know what you are, man? My hero. Deez. My hero. Deez is my hero, baby. I like it. Deez, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. And everybody knows that Deez is my hero. Glad you see an afternoon sell because of the CPI news being released at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. One and only Bronson. That would make sense to me. So we talked about that slightly a little bit earlier. Keith asking about the QQQ and a potential sell-off there. That makes sense to me. So many times I have seen the market not make sense to me. So it does really depend, man. If you're looking at crypto, if you're looking at stocks right now, yes, I would expect that that CPI release tomorrow morning should cause a sell-off. We all know that what should happen doesn't always happen. 2K videos keep... I did hit 2,000 videos. I actually sent a text to my brother. I got a notification that says I've uploaded 2,000 videos to YouTube. Think about that, guys. Think about that. 2,000 videos to YouTube. There's a lot of people, and I believe that does include live streams. There's a lot of people who have very, very, very successful channels that never upload, a fraction of that. So it is a lot of work to upload 2,000 videos. And then I look at somebody like the Ape Father. The Ape Father is basically right around 9,000 or more videos right now. That dude, he's got to be loving it. He has got to be loving uploading those videos because he is putting in massive, massive work. Moji, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I don't know what we're waiting for. What are we waiting for? Moji, let us know what we're waiting for, man. Congrats, Clay, bro. Pika Power. Thank you very much. JJ, what's going on, JJ? Dang, man, a nice green candle forming here. We had 3 red candles, bringing us down to 308.19, and a big old green candle going 60 cents, man, from 308.19 to 308.77. That's a very, very large green candle that we've got right there. And the crazy thing is it's not on massive volume, so very, very strong candle, seemingly for... Are we bouncing off? Okay, so we're bouncing off the morning lows right here. That's what's going on. We're bouncing off the morning lows, kind of retesting that level of support and moving higher from there. So we're going to have to see what goes on, but that's the reason I believe we would have such a strong green candle right there. Attempt to break, bounce off. Attempt to break, bounce off. We're going to have to see whether or not it breaks down through that level here in a second. Nonetheless, guys, it does seem like Luna Classic is hitting a new intraday low today, 30,600 points per coin. This level right in here, man, this is what we were talking about when we were asking about the potential buy-in. If you guys are looking for massive support to get in on, it could be right there. So we're going to watch and see if it continues to fall or what the deal is. Guillermo, man, I love it, Guillermo. Fist, bump, fist, bump, fist, bump. Guillermo, thank you very much for the super chat, Guillermo. Really appreciate the fist bump. Oh, man, it makes me wonder, where's Michael? Where is Michael? My goodness. 20,000 for the bounce. Let's see. Dez, 2020. Let's see if it happens, man. I don't know if it's going to happen perfectly, but we will watch and see what goes on there. I want to know what you guys think, okay? I want to know what you guys think about Bronson and Keith asking about the inflation numbers. What are your thoughts? 329 people in here. Obviously, everybody doesn't have to agree with me. Do you think that the CPI data being released tomorrow is not going to be significant enough to cause a decline? Or do you think that we will, we're going to see a rally throughout the afternoon? What are you guys' thoughts on the overall market here? MOAS should happen later tonight at 12:60. Anytime we got a MOAS peak, I want to see that MOAS so bad. One chip challenge. JJ, I don't want to do any more hot challenges, dude. I don't want to do any more hot challenges. They kill me. Anyone can answer me. If the LUNC became 0, that time only I lose my money. Right. Yes. Capango. So if Luna Classic, for some reason, were to go to actual 0, if you're not investing on margin, if you're investing on margin, you don't have to wait for it to go to 0. Your broker's going to close your position out much before it goes to 0. If you're not investing, and you will have nothing in your account at that point, but if you're just investing on a cash spot trade and it goes to 0, you are correct. You will just lose the amount of money that you have invested. So if you buy $50 worth of Terra Luna Classic and it goes to 0, you've lost your $50. That's basically what you're looking at there. Looking at some 299 puts for this week for the Qs. What else is being released this week? I think there's more coming out. I'm not sure. One and only Bronson, very good question. Let's see what else we got coming out for the economic calendar this week. We have major news with inflation tomorrow. Inflation coming out tomorrow. Anything else? Doesn't seem like anything large is coming out tomorrow besides the inflation numbers. We got to go all week, man. We want to look at this week. Oh, come on. We technically only need US up here. But, yeah, come on, man. Load. All right. So, I'll look at that in 2 seconds after I say, HB Kings, boss, baby. HB Kings, boss, baby. HB Kings, boss, baby. Thank you very much for the super chat. HB Kings, man, really appreciate that. We're the boss, baby. Oh, yes, HB Kings, you're killing it, man. Loving it. Let's see what we got coming out on the economic calendar this week, guys. Don't need that up. We want this up. All right, Monday, looking good. We've got CPI coming out on Tuesday. Only major thing coming out on Tuesday. Wednesday, doesn't seem, we get the producer price index coming out on Wednesday. Doesn't seem to be a very large day for the U.S. on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it didn't even upload the entire week. How would you do this? All right, so Monday, Tuesday, we've covered Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we're coming for Wednesday. All right, so the European Central Bank president looks like we're going to have a speech from the European Central Bank president on Wednesday. May not affect the U.S. market entirely, but it usually does affect currency, so we're going to have to see what goes on there. Nothing big coming out for the U.S. on Wednesday. Retail sales, I don't know if retail sales are going to be big on Thursday or not. Doesn't seem to be ridiculous. And then Friday, consumer sentiment. I don't know. Consumer sentiment does seem to be good right now. It does seem like it wants to increase. So we're going to have to see what goes on there. But retail sales and consumer sentiment, I wouldn't be terribly concerned about those releases taking place later on in the week. Chris, thank you very much for the super chat. Chris says, click. Did you see Binance made convert available on LUNC pairs at 0 fees? Is this to maybe apply 1.2% but give more savvy traders the option to bypass 1.2%? Chris, I did see a headline or something that allowed you to convert to, what is it, Tether? Is it Tether that you can convert to on Binance? Possibly, man. Possibly. I get it. Like, I get that Binance wants to incentivize people to have less of a fee on their platform and keep these customers. So I do see that as being a definite possibility. They can allow some of these traders with no fee, but then apply the fee on like US dollar LUNC transactions and stuff like that. So I hope, like I believe your view is optimistic, and I hope you are correct in the sense that they can add the 1.2% tax to trades and then allow other people or these other retail traders that are out there to trade Terra Luna Classic against some pairs with 0 transaction taxes or fees or whatever. So I'm going to take your view as optimistic and say that I also want that to be the reason why, but I don't unfortunately know the reason why they're doing that. Let's see. At least return to my money. Capango, I hope tomorrow LUNC will be high. Capango, I also hope that Luna Classic will be high tomorrow. Let's see. QGF says sell now. It's the highest price you can get. Listen, guys, it is a possibility, okay? We're going to have a lot of bears coming in as the price is going down. And they're going to be, yelling in your ear. Now, here's the thing. QJF, man, let me ask you this. Do you have a short position on Luna Classic? Or, like, what's the deal, man? Maybe level with us. Because I've seen a lot of bears come out of nowhere saying very similar stuff to what you're saying right now. It's over. The rally's done. Like, unless you're some sort of a, self-proclaimed fortune teller, and you honestly believe that you can see the future, that's a very bold claim that you're making. And it's kind of a weird claim if you don't have any stake in Terra Luna Classic. Meaning if you're just going on comments on videos and if you're going in live streams and saying that it's going to fall, this is the highest, spreading that fear and wanting the price to go down, but you aren't shorting Terra Luna Classic, it's hard for me to understand why you would do that. So if you could at least tell me why you're doing it. I mean, it makes perfect sense to me if you've got a short position that you want to spread as much fear as possible. But if you don't have a short position, like, did you get burnt on crypto somewhere? Did somebody do something to you that really upset you one time? Do you just not like videos? Like, what's the motivation behind it, I guess, is my question. Just help me make sense of it, man. I got 3.5 thousand for short on 10x. Oh my god. Fluffy. What? Oh my, Fluffy, if you're 10x, and where did you get in at, man? Because now you're starting to make me nervous too, because if LUNC just pops back up to 35,000 points per coin and you got in right now, you're going to bust your account, man. You're going to lose all your money there. You shorts are making me more nervous than the longs are, because you guys are typically, exposed to unlimited upside. All I'm going to say is, do not let people influence your decisions. It's your money, your choice. Don't tell people what to do because you're emotional. Yeah, man, exactly, which is why I kind of want a little bit of insight into these bears. And it doesn't seem like QJF wants to have a conversation, so I don't know what's going on. But I think it's a good amount of LUNC to hold in your opinion. JD, man, completely depends on your goals and the amount of stress that you can deal with. If you went out right now and took an equity line out on your house and invested all of it, knowing that tomorrow Terra Luna Classic can open up at 50,000 or 5,000, and you're either going to be homeless or be able to, make $1 million, that's a high level of stress. I don't think that's a good amount. If your goal is to make $1 million guaranteed, and you're willing to lose some money, you have to invest a higher amount at that point. So it really is a personal situation, and let it boil down to stress, man. If the amount of money doesn't stress you out, I think it's a good amount of money. We're here every single day near pond, and we are growing our portfolios together. We got some strong green lines, guys. Channeling back and forth now in between this 309.18 and 308.30 level, 308.50 level, kind of. And it does seem like it might want to break back up to the upside here, so we're going to have to see what happens. It may hold up to be too much. Nonetheless, we will find out. 309.23 does seem like we're getting some strength back in the market here, as investors are slightly less concerned. We're not seeing the same type of strength in stocks like AMC and GameStop bouncing at the same rate that the NASDAQ is bouncing at right now. So this could be driven higher by some of the higher market cap stocks and the larger cap stocks that are out there instead of the small and mid cap stocks. So interesting to see, but the NASDAQ does look pretty strong right now after seeing some very volatile candles here with some massive greens and some massive buying pressure, bringing us back off of the intraday low. So we're going to keep our eyes on what goes on with the overall market there, sitting at 309.31, and Terra Luna Classic currently sitting at 31,900 points per coin, kind of in this no man's land area down here in between support and resistance. So we'll be watching that as well. JD, that's a decent amount. Something, yes. Let's see, 45 million. Yeah, 45 million is a great amount, dude. Think about it. If you get to 2 cents, you're sitting on $1 million, man. Right? 100 million at a penny gives you $1 million. If you got half that and you're sitting on 2 cents, you get $1 million. Like that is a good amount, man. If that amount stresses you out, it's not good though. Fluffy puppies, I have like 3 million LUNC for the future, but it was a good chance to make a good profit. Which, hey, fluffy puppies, good deal. Obviously, if you're not concerned shorting it, dude, I don't think I have to worry about you too much. But please, just be reasonable. Be reasonable, okay? If you think it's going to zero, you could be wrong. Dark Bro, thank you very much for the member chat. Dark Bro says, I'm using this to be positive. Too much negativity in this world. We must have faith and believe in the future. This could be the chance of a lifetime. Dark Bro, it absolutely could, man. And here's the thing. Okay, I don't want to counteract your positivity, but if it's not, right? If this ends up being the chance of the year or something, and you end up making 4, 5, 6x on your money, and then it kind of fizzles out, that's perfect. Because there's an unlimited supply of possibilities. When it comes to the market, crypto, stocks, and so on, there's always another opportunity. So, name of the game is show up tomorrow. If you show up tomorrow, you will always present yourself with another opportunity. So, Dark Bro, love it, man. Congrats on the 3 months. Heck yeah. Gregory Lawson. You related to John Lawson? We got a John Lawson in here. Click subscribe to your channel this weekend. Watching to learn more about crypto, just like others interested in Luna Classic. Gregory, perfect, man. Really appreciate that. And let me tell you right now, thank you very much for that super chat. There's a lot of people in here, yes. So I will absolutely prioritize super chats and so on. But I want to say this, dude. I try my best. If you're a brand new subscriber, I try my best to hit every single chat that comes on the screen. So don't feel like you got to send super chats. If you don't want to send super chats, absolutely appreciate them if you do. But nonetheless, man, I love the enthusiasm. And that's exactly what we're doing, man. We're learning together. We're trading together. And we're growing our portfolios together. So Gregory, man, thank you very much. There's Michael. We were asking about him a minute ago. We got fist. Boom. Fist. Boom. Fist. Boom. Fist. Bump, Michael, man. Thank you very much. Michael is by far the most consistent super chatter in the game. Always throwing those fist bumps, man. Heck yeah. Sup, Clay, bro? Classy Crypto. Classy Crypto, man. And the real one, the Classy Crypto is doing... I know these guys are doing good. When my mom or dad calls me up and says, yeah, man, I was watching this video this weekend. You know who Classy Crypto is? I was like, yeah, I seen that kid. So Classy Crypto. My dad knows who you are, so you must be doing something right, man. I like it. Did you ever email Weeble about adding Luna Class? Yeah, I did, and I have not heard back. So, and I didn't hear back from them about... I emailed them about the hitting 100,000 and the affiliate link that I have. So I didn't hear back from him at all, man. I don't know if it went to my spam folder or what the deal is, but maybe I'll email him again or look and see if I missed something there. But no, I didn't hear back from him at all, which is kind of surprising because usually they're very quick. I found you. Let me give you a fist bump in the supporters chat. Heck yeah, Pika Power. Not related to John Lawson. Never know, though. Yeah, Gregory. Very interesting. Yeah, because there's a John Lawson in here. From Portugal, paradise of crypto. Palm Springs, Tuggerland. Seja bem-vindo, Palm Springs. Muito obrigado por vir aqui. I'm late to the meeting, Clay. Why, when AMC split, did my average stay the same? So, William, it must be how your broker, I don't know if you got Weeble or Fidelity or what broker you're on, it must be how Weeble treated it or your broker treated it. Most likely similar to a dividend in that situation by keeping your average the same, putting your average on APE at 0, and making it just a profitable trade at that point. Would be my best guess is that they were just treating it as a dividend. If you call them up or if you get in contact with them, they might be able to change it, like if you want to change it. But I actually don't know how all of the tax consequences and stuff work for the APE dividend, so I don't know what the real average should be or anything like that. Dyson Farm, thank you for the super sticker. Dyson, man, thank you for the super chat. Papa Lion, baby. You are my fire, the one desire, believe. Papa Lion, thank you very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that microphone. Bring out the Backstreet Boys, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. Let's see here. A membership here unlocks the Discord supports chat on the Discord. Yes, it does. So, guys, if you get a green name in here, you better be in the Discord. You got green names in the Discord as well, which allow you to send GIFs and pictures and stuff like that And you also open up the supporter chat, the private room that's in the Discord as well, if you guys want. From today, Matthew Perry would also like to do a collaboration share stream with you. He also likes to learn and get newest info about the crypto. I think one of you should do the content. Yeah, Kerfelder, Matt Perry actually probably knows a little bit more about that than I do, so I should probably get into contact with him and see if he wants to set it up, because I think he would be better off setting that up than I would, because I don't even know how to bring multiple people into the stream, man. Let's see here. Cassie! Good morning, Cassie. Just finished mowing the lawn. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am, Cassie. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. A little wet outside for me today. Can't mow the lawn when it's wet out, or don't want to mow the lawn. Clever up Matthew Perry content, LFG, let's go. Classy Crypto, heck yeah, man. Classy Crypto is doing great, guys. If you guys don't know who Classy Crypto is, make sure to check him out. He's got a great YouTube channel as well. We should grab all the LUNC creators on a stream. Dude, if you guys know how to make it happen, man, I'll show up. Luna 2.0 down 30%, and Terra Luna Classic down 23% right now, sitting at 33,000 points per coin at the moment, going from 30,000 to 33,000. Guys, this is a 10% increase in price. Our buddy here that says he was 10x short on Terra Luna Classic, if he would have gotten in right here on 10x margin, all of a sudden he's up 10%. Or down 10% because it's moving back up. That's a 100% loss. You gotta be careful playing on margin. This small move right here would have been a 100% move. So be careful on margin. Dark, bro. You know what time it is. It's time to get hard. Like a diamond, man. Dark, bro. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Anybody else hard like a diamond out there right now? You better be. Don't worry, people. Everything is down but Bitcoin. It's the entire market. The entire market is down in crypto today. Possibly heading lower ahead of the inflation numbers tomorrow. The overall market, as indicated by the NASDAQ, does seem to be bouncing back rather strong this afternoon right now. Bouncing off 308.19 and already up $1.50. Already up back, what? 0.5% gain over the last 20 minutes or so right here. So interesting to see this type of strength after this type of afternoon decline. It might seem like it does want to go higher into the afternoon here. We will see what takes place there. I don't know if there's really any other resistance levels to run into until you get back up into this area right here. So going to be very interesting. Maybe this area touching here. I'm bouncing off a little bit right there, and then bouncing off there. So yeah, we might run back up to here before it bounces down. So extreme strength in the market, going from 308.30 to 309.60. Yeah, $1.50 is a massive move on the QQQ. So 0.5% increase just in the last 20 minutes, and it hasn't seen any pullbacks either, guys. I mean, when you see a move like this, where the trend line is just intact and no dips whatsoever, that is a very strong move. So seems like support is picking back up for the overall market. Investors staying confident right now, and we'll see if it does break through that red line there and go back up to 310. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But Terra Luna Classic is what we are watching as the afternoon unfolds. Bosco, man, 100. I don't even know what to do for this emoji, man. 100, Bosco. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, man. 100. Bosco, thank you very much for the 100, man. Technically, I guess I could count to 100. Special ed, a lot of FOMO'd late, FOMO'd in late, hence we want to see it climb. Definitely. Thanks for all your videos and info, Clay, from Australia. JD, man. Thank you for being in here. Really appreciate that. Would you use margin now? Listen, margin is dangerous, okay? Yes, I would use margin now. For example, if it comes down to this area in here, and it does seem like it's going to be bouncing off, I would use margin, but I would also, anytime I would use margin, same deal with playing options, I would make sure that you've got a stop loss on, even if you have to take yourself out with a loss. But especially if you start to move into positive territory, I would get that stop loss on there so that you don't fall down. Because when you fall on margin, man, you fall extremely quickly. So that's what I would be doing. It's not that I wouldn't play with margin. I would just certainly make sure that they get a stop loss on there to protect from the downside. Let's see. People on Moon and freak out on pullbacks. The burn tax hasn't even started yet. It's still early. Dyson, very early. Yeah, we still got another 8 days before the burn tax is supposed to be taking place. I would like enough money so I can go and visit my brother in Bali. LUNC is the way. AJ Eastwood. I absolutely hope that you get enough money to go visit your brother in Bali. That sounds amazing, man. I'm holding 21 million coins and not happy it's falling some, but it's still up a ton, so all good. Diamond ants, guys. Michael, yeah, it's still up a great deal. I mean, if you look at the longer term chart on it, and you can see that I might have to go to a 4-hour, and you can see that from 7,000 points per coin to where we're at now is a 5x increase. If you come back here to the 4,000, we're still up nearly 9x to where we're at. So you're still looking at 800% gains if you see how low we really were. And, you know, similar to this, okay, it tripled in price here and pulled back for a while and pulled back to half of its value. Let's say we go on the same thing. You know, you triple, quadruple, quintuple in price, pull back to half of its value. Maybe it sits sideways for a while, you know? Maybe this isn't something, maybe we do have to sit sideways for another month or two. And then it starts to gain its next leg up after we realize these burn numbers are working. There's a lot of possibilities out there, guys. So the decline sucks, yes, but going from 6 to 3 is the same thing as going from 16 to 8. So we've been through this before, and we're still doing very well with where we're at. Let's see. Back to the chat, though. We've got out of snacks. Oh, my gosh, dude. You got to get more snacks. What are you doing? If Binance announces the full 1.2% burn support, it is likely they announce it before or after the 20th. I think after. Out of snacks, I think that it would be after, man. I think that they're going to see that the burn tax is there. And one of two things is going to happen, man. They're going to keep a very close watch on their analytics and see that they are actually losing customers to exchanges that do support the 1.2% burn tax. And then they're going to announce that they'll accept it. Or they're going to wait until the 1.2% burn tax is implemented on the blockchain. It is safe, it is usable, and it is working. And then they will announce that they are accepting it as well. There's always that possibility that they don't add that 1.2% burn tax onto on-chain transactions, and that may or may not be something that we just have to deal with. So we'll see, and we'll take it from there when the time comes. But I would imagine it would be after the 20th, if I had to guess. Letta, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, Letta. All of you guys are incredible. Thank you very much. Letta, if you got a chat, okay, there it is. Thanks for answering, Clay.0003. It looks like strong support. Letta, really appreciate you. And it does look like strong support. My line in this area right here is at 28. And I get that line from back here when we were using this as a level of resistance. So if you can see, my line comes from this area back in here at the beginning of September, about 12 days ago. Couldn't break through 28. Kind of broke through, got a little wick up to 3. Couldn't break through 28, and then ended up falling back down to 22. So that's where I get my 28 level from. But yes, still right in this area. I mean, you could raise the bar up to this to bring it up to the 3,000 or the 30,000. But I'm leaving mine right there, and yes, you are correct. It does seem to be some very decent support on Terra Luna Classic at this point in time, kind of bouncing off that level and maintaining the 30,000 point per coin range. Let's go back out to a 1 minute chart, see what's happening here. Looking good. All right, good deal. Sam, you posted appropriate pictures in there. I think JB maybe took your ability to put. Oh, come on, dude. Don't post no inappropriate pictures. Don't do that. It's Crypto King is extremely bullish, folks, on Luna Classic. Yeah, Crypto King, another good guy, right? He's been doing a lot of Luna Classic videos lately. Hype coin, you are dreaming about becoming a millionaire from this coin. Yeah, XBBV, man. I mean, you guys don't have to delete the if it's spam like that, you can't spam, dude. Like, don't come in here and spam. But you are right, XBB. There's a lot of hype surrounding Terra Luna Classic right now. A lot of it. A lot of excitement. And yes, people are dreaming about becoming a millionaire off of Terra Luna Classic. But here's the thing you have to realize. It's justified hype at this point. You know, we're rebuilding this blockchain. And you can see that if you look at this hourly graph, sure, it's been pulling back over the last weekend here. But if you look at the amount of gains that we've seen, hype is expected anytime you go and experience a doubling in price, and then a doubling again, and then a doubling again. Like, dude, when you 10x in a very short period of time, if you think that there's not going to be hype and excitement surrounding that, I really don't know how you could justify that to yourself, man. Of course, there would be hype and excitement surrounding that. So, yes, people are dreaming about becoming millionaires with it, but if you had 100 grand invested, you've made $1 million in a month. If you had 10 grand invested, you've made $100,000 in like a month. So, I mean, the numbers are there right now. I'm waiting for 25. Make it happen, man. 25 is the buy-in for Mo G. Overall market, guys, however, does look like that strength is continuing on. Tiny, tiny, tiny little dip right here, but does seem to be retesting this 309.70 level that we just put on the chart a minute ago, getting that line from these wicks, this test in here, and then this test in here. So if it breaks back up through this, I would say it's going to be a fantastic afternoon, that the market's going to be trending higher, and literally nobody cares about inflation. If this line holds as resistance, then yes, I would imagine what we're going to see is a continuation of these lower highs being hit throughout the afternoon as investors realize that inflation is coming out tomorrow morning, and they should be slightly concerned. So if it breaks up through this level, I would say we're definitely going to be moving higher. If it doesn't hold this level, I would say investors are acting appropriately and selling off into the inflation release tomorrow morning. So we'll keep our eyes on that, but nonetheless does seem to be performing phenomenally over the last 30 minutes with basically no pullbacks whatsoever and some massive volume driving it higher on some of these candles here. If you look at this volume, far outweighs the rest of the day or the average volume on the day there. So QQQ moving higher into the afternoon right now. Terra Luna Classic still up about 10% from the lows on the day, sitting at 33,000 points per coin, but nonetheless still down about 24% on the overall day here. Let's see. Where do you see the price in 1 year? 1 year is way, way, way too difficult to predict, man. 1 year with burns, if we burn for an entire year, yes, I think the price could be well above a penny. And even if we get 90% burns, I think you're talking 10 cent levels. Now, in order to see that happen, you need a massive bull rally. If we don't get a massive bull rally in the overall crypto market, I think that you're still going to see price points, similar to where we are now if people continue to provide support. So if you're sitting at a $3 billion market cap, I wouldn't find it hard to believe at all that you're sitting somewhere between a $3 billion to $15-20 billion market cap over the next year. But dude, who the heck knows what could come out in the next year, man? I mean, cryptocurrency could be the only thing that we use in the next year. Nobody knows what the future holds, and a year's a long time. Let's see. I will take all the tacos. Michael, do it, man. Fubo just got a $40 price target. It's starting to squeeze now, pushing $5. Dang it, dude. Who gave Fubo a $40 price target? Some kid on Reddit? My gosh, dude. $40 price target. I don't know where that $40 price target is. Last month they rose the price target from $4 to $5. But I don't know where the $40 price target would come from. I know that would be an excessive gain. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, nothing's impossible, right? I just know that would be a pretty crazy gain there. Let's see. Holding for 4 years. Crypto, good deal. Can you explain the burn? What does that mean for us? Example, if I have invested $10,000, what does that mean? So XBB. Technically, it means nothing for you if you've invested your $10,000. The burn means that they are taking those coins out of supply. So picture you get $1 in your hand. If you actually burn that $1, you can't spend that $1 anymore. Nobody can spend that $1. So theoretically, all of the other dollars become worth a little bit more. And if Elon Musk cashed out and Elon Musk burnt $250 billion, nobody can spend those $250 billion. So all of the other dollars become a little bit worth a little bit more as you burn more and more of the supply. And so theoretically, as there's less and less coins in existence, the coins that do remain become more and more expensive or more and more valuable. So if everything remains the same, and that's difficult to say, right? In a perfect world, if everything remains the same, demand remains the same, market cap remains the same, all of that, if you reduce the supply by 50%, the price would have to rise by 50%. So reducing the supply has that effect on a higher price by maintaining the same market caps. That's the entire idea behind burning these coins. Is it guaranteed to work? No. Is it guaranteed to be easy? Absolutely not. There's a lot of obstacles that you've got to overcome, but essentially that's what burning does. Takes them out of supply forever. Nobody can touch them. Nobody can use them. Nobody can buy them. Nobody can sell them. And therefore you're creating value by making it more rare. Wasn't me. John J. Could have been you. I don't know. Elon should buy a LUNC and pay for Twitter with it. Black Adder, man. That would actually be pretty sweet. I don't know if he's going to do that. How low's the DXY going to go? Gosh, dude, hopefully back below 100 points. Where's the DXY at today? 108. I'm leaving my support line on right here. You do have support in this area. If you're looking at the dollar falling, you do have support in this area right here where it wicked down and came back up. Could be wicking down and going back up. You also wicked up and then fell back down a little bit right there. But I got support right here at 106. I'm going to have some pretty decent support again at 105. But my goodness, dude, I think it needs to get back down below 100. That's just my thoughts. I think the dollar's way too high right now. And it's way too high because of all the political instability that's going on in the world. But also, this looks like it could hold up as a decent level of support as well, because the massive, massive strength we've been seeing in this trend right here shows that we go up, it pulls back to this trend line. Go up, pulls back to the trend line. Goes up, I didn't quite pull back to the trend line, but goes up, pulls back to this trend line. Goes up, it's pulled back to this trend line again. So you absolutely could see it, start to tick back up from here and move higher again if you're a bull on the DXY right now. I think it's too high. But that's just me, man. Let's see, where are we at? At the end of the day, some people ask these questions about their investments. If you rely on someone else to answer, then don't invest. Yeah, superstar. That's right, but some people may, legitimately not be ready to invest, and they're trying to learn. So it's everybody's coming from different places, man. Curse the DXY says I'm praying the DXY to crash like Venezuela values. I don't know if it's gonna crash like Venezuela value, but dude, if we keep printing money, man, it's not out of the question. KuCoin is confirmed. People are already moving their LUNC from Binance to KuCoin now. Dyson, fam, if that's true, you guys got a link in the description below for KuCoin if you want to move over. get an affiliate link down there if you guys would like some reduction on your trading fees and all of the bonuses that come along with that. So make sure to check it out if you guys don't have a KuCoin account and you do want one. Rafi Space Trader, hello Clay. Hello Rafi, how you doing? Caught the falling knife, let's go. Vertex, oh gosh, living life on the edge, man, catching falling knives. Hopefully he didn't get cut. How do we know if, oh my gosh, the burns are real when the developers can create more coins, or if they get mined and create more coins to the supply? Mark, so I'm not exactly sure if the developers at this point can create more coins. I know that they could prior, but I don't know if that has been suspended along with the burns. You're right. Nobody cares about burns if all of a sudden we burn 10 trillion coins and then 10 trillion coins are minted the very next day. So that is a concern, yes. Mayank, thank you very much for the super chat. Mayank says, hey bud, what happened to Terra? Just bought another 2 million right now. So, Mayank, what we're looking at, man, we've got this pullback going on this morning, and my next major level of support is down around this 28,000 to 26,000 level. So if it does continue to fall down a little bit, I'm not terribly concerned. However, it does seem like it may have bounced off this 30,000 level and could be moving higher from here. So if it did bottom, 30,000 is a nice significant number. It's a 50% pullback from the, not all-time high, but 50% pullback from the recent high that we've seen, and a nice round number at 30,000. So hopefully we are bouncing off support now and going to begin an uptrend here. However, a lot of people may just be chilling out in between now and September 20th when the burn tax is implemented. So there's a lot of factors that are really playing into the price of Terra Luna Classic right now that could be causing some increased volatility. So if it does continue to come down, hopefully, you're able to dollar cost average in. You've got some stop losses. You're not terribly concerned about another leg to the downside. But nonetheless, man, I still think we've got so much potential with the burns coming out in just a week from now that people are really trying to overlook that for some reason and focus simply on the price action as opposed to why the price can move higher. Let's see. USTC is following LUNC almost to the T. Yeah, and it was doing very similar over the weekend as well. But, guys, we've got some strength in the overall market. You can see here that it does look like it's wanting to break back out of the upside. We are sitting back up at $310 on the QQQ, bouncing very nicely. $2 from the low here at 308.31, and it might be breaking back out. It might be breaking back out of this trend line here. We could do a slight adjustment to include that middle bar now. And this is kind of like the last line in the sand. If it continues to move higher here, it does seem like people don't care about inflation data coming out tomorrow, that they're just rallying into the afternoon now. So interesting action, man. I absolutely would have thought we would have seen a continuation to the downside here with inflation data coming out tomorrow. But that's like I say, nobody ever makes sense. Nobody ever makes sense at all. It should be time to be more conservative ahead of an economic release. And what do? They go in and buy. Chris, thank you very much, guys. I want to see 308 welcome Chris's to the chat right now. Chris, grabbed that green name. You guys better be welcoming Chris. I got Cassie saying welcome Chris. Welcome Chris from Pika Power. Moji says welcome Chris. D's welcome. Dark Bro, welcome Chris. Thank you guys for welcoming Chris right now. 308 of you. Please welcome Chris. Man, look at Pika Power taking care of things over there. Yes, Chris, if you're in the Discord, man, you get a green name in the Discord as well, with support chat being opened up and pictures and GIFs opened up to you as well. Krefelder saying welcome. Wage saying welcome. Veritex saying welcome. Matthew, welcome. Alexandru, welcome. Calm, welcome, Chris. Heck yeah. JB, what up, Chris? I love it, man. Aaron, don't kill Sebastian. Darn, I didn't get a welcome. Don't kill Sebastian. He didn't get a green name, man. Maybe because of European banks raising the interest rates might be... Yes, Mayank, man, I didn't even think about that, but that absolutely could be a reason we're seeing a pullback right now. Very similar to when the United States raises interest rates. Very similar to the fact that I believe the United States will continue to raise interest rates. But for some reason, these U.S. investors, man, they don't care at all. They're just continuing to buy, and literally no pullbacks over the last hour now. There's not been a single pullback over the last hour. It has been nothing but trending higher and hitting these higher lows throughout the afternoon. So behavior like this is strange to me, man. When you're going into such an important economic release as the inflation data, and you've got strength where people aren't even pulling back, it's bizarre to me that people are willing to invest so aggressively on a large scale, that the market moves up like this. A 1% move in the market ahead of potentially catastrophic inflation data. It just really makes no sense to me, man. And Terra Luna Classic bouncing nicely right now, sitting at 34,200 points per coin, up over 10% from the low that we hit just about an hour ago, half hour ago. So looking very nice on Terra Luna Classic right there. Welcome to the green side, Chris. DD214, I love it, man. Chris, yes. Welcome, Chris. Don't Kill Sebastian says, oh, well then welcome, Chris. I like it, man. Chris who? What do you mean, Chris who? Chris Nixon, dude. Chris Nixon. Mayank, thank you very much for the other super chat. Really appreciate you, man. You guys are awesome today. Welcome to the green side. Yes, welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Very good. Welcome, Chris. Joe, thank you. Sir Tim says, when Shib was low, I put all my investment in Shib. Should I take half my Shib and put it in something else? Or trust Shib, this one. So, Sir Tim, that's always the $1 million question, man. Is what you're invested in going to continue higher, or is it time to move on to something else? And right now, I still believe that Shiba Inu coin can do extremely well. Shiba Inu coin has two major catalysts that should be coming out throughout the rest of this month here, with the AAA graphics game and with Shibarium. Now, Shiba Inu coin is getting a little less attention than Terra Luna Classic right now. So if you believe that attention is going to drive Terra Luna Classic back up to its recent highs, and you can double your money, whereas Shiba Inu coin may be waiting a little while longer to rise, maybe you move your money from Shiba to Terra Luna. And then if you feel more comfortable long term with Shiba, you move it back from Terra Luna back into Shiba Inu coin. There's never a right answer, man. There's never a right answer. It just all boils down to what you're comfortable with. And right now, the market seems to be comfortable with some upside. So I guess it boils down to what you're comfortable with. And we're at this intersection, man. It does look like the market wants to continue this trend line higher now, hitting these higher lows throughout the afternoon. So barring any sort of a breakdown right here, some calls would have produced very well this afternoon. I'm sure puts are getting just ripped right now. Chris! We got another Chris becoming a little bro. I love it. Welcome, Chris Cartelli, into the chat right now. Chris, guys, you guys know what to do. 285 of you. I want to see some welcomes to Chris right now as I show you how to properly eat a hot dog. Moji, if you're going to a barbecue tonight, you take that hot dog and you dip it. You dip that hot dog in your favorite dip, whatever your favorite dip is, man, and then you take it and you shove it. Moji, thank you very much for the hot dog there. Really appreciate that. I was getting pretty hungry, man. I was getting pretty hungry, Moji. So that hot dog hit the spot. Claybro does look hungry. D's. I was, man. I was. Chris Cartelli, a variable saying, oh, welcome another Chris. Heck yeah. Matthew says, welcome, Chris. D's. Laughing again. John J. Emoji, perfect timing. It was perfect timing. Pika Power saying, welcome, Chris. John J. Someone throwing on a smiley. D's. Claybro looks hungry. I am hungry. Here's another Chris. Heck yeah, Chris. I love the Chris's, man. We got a lot of Chris's in the chat now. Puckshop, what's going on? Sold 55 level. Spread the profits to XRP, Shiba, and Cardano. Ow, and I just bought LUNC back at 30. Boom! Puckshop. Very nice. That's actually a very good trade. So congratulations on that one. Seems to be working out very well for you. Watch your videos every day. You really put out some good content, dude. Thanks for doing what you do. Joe, really appreciate the positive feedback, man. Because let me tell you, for every positive feedback, there's probably two to three negative feedbacks. There's a lot of people out there that just want to rip, and I don't know why. So thank you very much for the positive feedback. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Welcome, Chris. Heck yeah. David throwing the hamburgers. Almost worked, David. Deez says, here's a little salt, Clay. Dude, you pour that salt out on the table. You just pour it out on the table. And then for good luck, throw it over your shoulder. And because salt tastes so good, you just... Every time, man. Every time it gets in your eye and it stings. Deeds, thank you very much for the salt shaker. Really appreciate that, man. Oh my gosh, you guys are absolutely ridiculous. JB, I understand why this was stressful for you. Very, very, very stressful. JB is back in the chat. King of the Discord. Pika is queen of the Discord. Another Chris. Heck yeah, Chris Gang on fire today. The Chris Gang is on fire today, man. You asked for it, Kai. Something. Christian here from Canada. We got Christian. What's going on, everybody? Christian from Canada. How you doing, man? We need more Chris's. Anybody else named Chris in the chat right now? A Christina will work. Anybody got a Chris? A Christina, a Christian, Krista. We got Kristen. Something. Somebody give me another Chris form of variation of Chris. Oh my gosh, you guys better click that like button. What are you doing? Do we really only have 135? Do we really only have 135 likes? You guys better have done better than that, man. What are we doing here? 139. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Such disappointment. Such disappointment. But, guys, it is 1 o'clock anyway. We're going to be taking a break right now. We will be coming back in the afternoon, so make sure to come back in the afternoon. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs. And then we'll be back a little bit later. So thank you guys all for being in here. And please run those likes up to well over 200 before you guys leave. Appreciate you on the way out. But let's do these shout-outs, guys, and we'll be back later. We've got Matthew reminding me that you guys don't know how to click the like button. So Matthew, Dropco, man, thank you for reminding me. D's, JB, Pudgy, Christian, JB, Moji, Mark, Rise Again, Kai, see you later. We got Vertex, Hung, see you later. Pika Power, Rabio, Adrian, and Navid, Bosco, Pika Power, Content Creator, Kerfelder, see you later. JB, Kai, see ya. John J, 3 Pharaohs, enjoy your afternoon, content creator. Bless you as well. Mayank, good night to you. Enjoy your day or enjoy your night, Mayank, and thank you very much for the super chats, man. Moji, Matthew Wheeler, Pudgy, Calm, Virgil. We got Mayank, King Mamba, Rabio, Vertex, Kai, Christian Beck, all of you guys. Abdallah, see you later. Calm Minds, Ghost, see you later. Cassie, have an awesome day. Yes, absolutely. Rise Again, see you later. Have an awesome day as well. All of you guys. Pika Power, know what time it is. So if you want to say it with me, say it with me. Chris Nixon, DD214. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.